pessoal. Olha aqui, ó. Estamos com Los Angeles Lakers, tá? Vamos lá. Tá carregando. Antes de mais nada, pessoal, já deixa o joinha, deixa o like, aperta o sininho e bora pro vídeo.
Community tips on shooting. The first tip, of course, is definitely shooting wide open is the best shot
Tá
to
carregando.
take. Two would be if the defender has
Deixa eu
his
puxar a
hands
câmera
down,
mais
hand
pra
down,
cá,
man
peraí.
down. So definitely take that shot. And three, definitely creating
Pronto.
great spacing.
Prontinho.
And these are the 3 top defensive tips. My number 1 defensive
Carregou,
tip
vamos lá.
is
Ó o papai Lebron aí,
second
vamos lá.
shot clock. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James.
Calma.
Jackson Hayes is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Rodriguez in at the 1. So Stan,
Boa,
most teams right now
bem.
still trying to capture that rhythm, that right rhythm. To coaches, I'm sure it's obvious who has done that and who is still struggling to get that rhythm.
Absolutely, Kevin. On a team-wide basis and on an individual player basis, you can figure out who really understands what's supposed to be happening on the floor. You can see when a team is flowing and everything is working together. But then the hard part is to be consistent with that night after night.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
Quase essa bola entra, hein? Vamos lá.
No good on that one. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
It's Finney-Smith, top of the key.
Calma, Lebron.
For 3. The shot by Rodriguez, no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And Duran slams it in.
Physical play by Duran at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 10 points for MP.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Well, to be able to add that move in on the fly, incredible control on display from Cunningham.
Rodriguez passes it to Hayes.
Boa.
Thompson with the rebound. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Ivy. Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with the slam.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan.
La família.
Substitution on the court.
The Pistons shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura.
Que isso, cara?
Austin Reeves out there with Rodriguez. And it's Hayes in at the 5.
For the Lakers. Dorian Finney-Smith.
Stewart kicks to Thompson.
Vai nele, vai nele, vai nele, vai nele, cara. Sem dó, sem dó.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. MP way outside. And what was that about? Not a good
Esse
shot
se
right there.
atrapalhou ali, velho.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Durant. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Rodriguez. And the Lakers with another miss. The Pistons leading. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, D.A., you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development.
A little back and forth from Cunningham. He's gotten comfortable from three-point range.
Pass to Hayes. Cunningham against Rodriguez. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Rodriguez has got 6 points in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Duren slams it in.
And smart pick-and-roll play by Ivy. He saw a chance to open things up for a teammate and took it.
Finney Smith finds MP. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Cunningham. Duren. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers leading by 3. And Rodriguez, the bucket, the assist by Reeves.
Austin Reeves.
Reeves has got his 3rd assist on the night. Ivy against Reeves. Puts it up from 7. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 9. Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Rodriguez. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Rodriguez has got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers. And now the first time I've called here for Detroit. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could. And sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
And a different look here for the Pistons.
Cabelo azul, o MVP tá
So it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Tamo indo bem, vamos lá.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
The backcourt there will be Cunningham and Ivy. Holland is out there with Durham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. A nice shot by Rodriguez. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, can you believe that?
Caraca.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Vamos lá.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Dogs aren't always
Caraca,
the big
velho.
fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and
Aquela
anywhere.
cravada foi boa, hein?
Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And the Pistons with possession here. After the basket by the Lakers. There's the lob to Duran. And stolen by James.
Lebron, passa, Lebron.
He lobs it up.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you
Foi
just
boa,
make
hein?
shots,
Vamos lá.
but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Taken away by Rodriguez.
Não, calma.
For the finish. And the dunk by MP.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach,
Olha.
this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. MP's really making a difference here.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top
Aí
of
foi bom,
mind
hein?
for this
Vamos lá.
coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. In third, the Lakers.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Thompson surveying the floor. There's the dish to Ivy. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Reeves the pass to Rodriguez. He tries for three. Detroit with the rebound. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Shoots from the elbow. And Duran slams it in.
Well, positioning and size win Duran the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
And the Lakers call time here. After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duran had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duran knows who he is.
Substitution on the court.
Vamos lá, time.
Here's Cunningham. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generation. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them. Well, the pressure on Cunningham when he came into the league was immense. He's gone through adversity, but he's never stopped working to improve.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart comes in for Duran, and it's Fontecchio in for Malik Beasley. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Rodriguez. LeBron James is out there with Morris. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Connect in at the two guard. Now, here's Ivy. Not a lot of room. And Stewart gets it to go.
Well, a little physicality just isn't enough to stop a big guy like Isaiah Stewart inside.
Pass to Connect. Back to Rodriguez. Pass to Morris. Takes the three. Detroit with the rebound.
Vamos lá, time, vamos lá.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Rodriguez against Ivy. The pass to Stewart. Lets the three fly. Len grabs the board. Lakers leading by 23. Morris outside to the inside. Rodriguez. Morris dishes to MP. From in close. That shot off. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on MP.
Rodriguez.
That'll be his second foul of the game for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Fontecchio. The Lakers also changing it up. Jackson Hayes comes in for Len, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Morris. Detroit, no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And Connect gets it to go.
The jumper from Connect is pretty. No matter where he takes it from.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Cunningham against Rodriguez.
Vai nele, vai nele. Ai,
And a wide open look for Cunningham. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. A dominating performance for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Rodriguez passes to Goodwin. Outside for Rodriguez. From deep. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Count that one.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Lakers.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
MP from deep three-point land. Off target with his 3. Schroeder looking around. And it's blocked. From outside the arc, it's off. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA.
Parece que vem chuva, hein, pessoal? Aí. Então é isso, galera. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Valeu!